Hey there, all you DeFi explorers. Get ready, because we're diving deep into the world of decentralized finance on Hedera. We've got 3 insightful interviews lined up that reveal some surprising trends. We're going to be talking about institutional DeFi, ambitious Layer 2 solutions,
Yeah.
and even real-world applications tackling sustainability challenges.
It is fascinating to see just how dynamic and diverse this ecosystem is becoming.
Oh, absolutely. And you know me, I always like to start with a little intrigue.
Okay.
So let's kick things off with a recent development that at first glance might seem like a step backward for Hedera. We're talking about Atma.io, a company that was using Hedera for supply chain management. But they've recently decided to part ways with the Hedera consensus service.
Now, it's crucial to understand the context here. While Atma was a user, they weren't deeply embedded in the Hedera ecosystem. They primarily relied on over-the-counter deals for HBAR, Hedera's native cryptocurrency, which means they weren't really engaging in the kind of on-chain activity that drives a thriving DeFi ecosystem.
So not exactly a DeFi powerhouse. But here's where things get interesting. Hedera's response to this situation has been refreshingly transparent. They've openly acknowledged the change and provided insights into Atma's level of involvement, something we haven't always seen in the past.
This newfound transparency is definitely a positive sign. It builds trust within the community and signals a commitment to open communication, which is essential as Hedera aims to attract more institutional players who value transparency and accountability.
And speaking of institutional players, let's shift gears and talk about Hedera's ambitious DeFi 2.0 initiative. They're putting $100 million worth of HBAR on the line
Wow.
to boost the total value locked, or TVL, within their DeFi ecosystem. For those new to DeFi lingo, TVL basically measures the total value of assets locked into various DeFi protocols, a key indicator of an ecosystem's overall health and activity.
What's really interesting about DeFi 2.0 is its approach. It's multi-pronged. They're focusing on educating new users about what makes Hedera unique, showcasing its strengths like low fees and high transaction speeds, and making DeFi more accessible to users of all experience levels.
It's like they're rolling out the red carpet for the entire DeFi community. And some big names are already taking notice. We've got Saucer Swaps, State or Heliswap, and a whole bunch of other exciting projects setting up shop on Hedera. This is starting to feel like a serious DeFi party.
And it's not just the usual DeFi crowd who are interested. We're seeing a surge of interest from institutional investors across the entire DeFi landscape.
Yeah, you're right. Reports like Institutional DeFi, Navigating the Landscape from Dentons are popping up everywhere, and events like How DeFi Impacts Collateral and Traditional Market Structure are drawing huge crowds. It's clear that institutions are realizing that DeFi isn't just a passing fad, it's here to stay.
And Hedera is making some strategic moves to position itself as the go-to platform for institutional DeFi.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk about some of those moves because they're pretty impressive. We've got Copper, a leader in institutional custody and DeFi solutions, integrating with Hedera. That's a big deal. They're bringing their expertise in secure asset management and regulatory compliance to the Hedera ecosystem, which is exactly what institutions are looking for.
And then there's Layer 0, a prominent interoperability protocol, also integrating with Hedera to unlock a flood of EVM-based institutional liquidity. This means that institutions can easily move their assets between different blockchain ecosystems, including Ethereum, and participate in Hedera DeFi without any friction.
And to top it all off, we have Chainlink, the gold standard for reliable and secure data feeds, joining the party. Their integration ensures that Hedera DeFi applications have access to high-quality, tamper-proof data, which is essential for building sophisticated financial instruments and attracting institutional capital.
It's clear that Hedera is laying the groundwork to become a major player in the institutional DeFi space. Their robust technology, growing DeFi ecosystem, and focus on regulatory compliance make them a very attractive option for institutions looking to dip their toes into the decentralized world.
Okay, so we've got institutions warming up to DeFi Hedera, rolling out the red carpet with DeFi 2.0, and a whole bunch of innovative projects popping up left and right. The energy is electric.
Yeah.
But let's zoom in on some specific projects that are really making waves.
Sounds good.
A great place to start is with HCHF, a unique stablecoin pegged to the Swiss franc that's already turning heads in the Hedera DeFi scene.
Interesting.
Ooh, a Swiss franc stablecoin. That's not something you see every day. What makes HCHF so special, and why should our listeners be paying attention?
Well, for starters, it's part of a decentralized borrowing protocol where users can take out interest-free loans by over-collateralizing with HBAR. This opens up some interesting opportunities for those looking to leverage their HBAR holdings without having to sell them.
So it's like getting a loan against your HBAR without having to pay any interest. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what does this tell us about the broader Hedera DeFi ecosystem?
The emergence of HCHF suggests that Hedera DeFi is maturing and diversifying. We're starting to see more sophisticated financial instruments and use cases emerge, which is a sign of a healthy and growing ecosystem.
It's like going from a basic lemonade stand to a full-blown gourmet restaurant. The menu is expanding and there's something for everyone.
Exactly. And speaking of expanding menus, we can't overlook Bonso Finance, a non-custodial lending and borrowing protocol that's been a key driver of Hedera's DeFi 2.0 growth.
Bonso Finance. Now, this is where things get really interesting. They burst onto the scene with over $2 million in TVL within their first 24 hours. That's like winning the DeFi lottery.
And their momentum hasn't slowed down. They've already surpassed $70 million in TVL, which is a testament to their popularity and the strength of their offerings.
Clearly, they're doing something right. What's their secret sauce? What makes them stand out in a crowded DeFi landscape?
Well, they're leveraging Hedera's unique advantages, like its low fixed fees and lightning-fast transaction speeds, to create a DeFi experience that's efficient and user-friendly.
So it's all about providing a smooth and affordable experience for users. But they're not just focused on lending and borrowing, right?
Not at all. Bonso Finance is actively contributing to the DeFi 2.0 ecosystem in a big way. They're providing much-needed stablecoin liquidity, supporting wrapped and bridged assets to facilitate cross-chain interoperability, and even implementing DAO governance, giving the community a voice in shaping the platform's future.
That's impressive. They're not just building a protocol, they're building a community. Okay, so we've got a Swiss franc stablecoin shaking things up, and Bonso Finance is, well, bonsoing his way to the top of the Hedera DeFi charts. But hold on tight, because we're about to enter a realm where artificial intelligence meets decentralized finance. Ah, yes, serial finance. A project that's still in its testing phase, but already generating a lot of buzz. They're aiming to revolutionize Hedera DeFi by integrating machine learning models directly into their protocol.
That's interesting.
Hold on, AI and DeFi, that sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie. I'm picturing robots managing my portfolio and making me rich while I sip cocktails on a beach. But seriously, what's the big deal here? Why is this such a game changer?
Well, imagine a DeFi protocol that can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and make intelligent decisions in real time. That's the power of machine learning. It has the potential to unlock a whole new level of sophistication and efficiency within DeFi.
So it's not just about automating tasks. It's about making the entire DeFi ecosystem smarter and more responsive.
Exactly. And Serial Finance has some ambitious plans. They're aiming to launch their token and governance system at the end of 2024, with a full launch slated for 2025.
I'm definitely keeping my eye on this one. It has the potential to attract some major partnerships within the Hedera ecosystem and really shake things up.
It certainly does. But even with all this exciting progress, there are still some challenges that Hedera needs to address if it wants to become a true DeFi powerhouse.
You're right. Every ecosystem has its growing pains.
Yeah.
What are some of the hurdles that Hedera needs to overcome?
One of the most pressing issues is the lack of seamless on- and off-ramps for USDC, the most widely used stablecoin in the world. This has been a major roadblock for wider adoption of Hedera within the DeFi space, especially for those who are accustomed to the convenience and familiarity of USDC.
You're hitting on a real pain point there. It's like trying to get to a party, but the only way in is through a tiny hidden door. Not exactly ideal. But wait, didn't you mention a project called Braille that's coming to the rescue?
I did.
Yes. Braille is a stablecoin issuance platform that's about to integrate with Hedera, and their solution could be a game changer. They're bringing free on and off ramps for USDC to the Hedera ecosystem, which will make it incredibly easy for businesses and individuals to move USDC in and out of Hedera without breaking the bank or jumping through hoops.
That's right. They're launching business accounts imminently, with retail accounts following close behind by the end of the year. This is a huge step forward in making Hedera more accessible and user-friendly for everyone, from seasoned DeFi veterans to curious newcomers.
Okay, so far we've got institutions dipping their toes into the DeFi pool, Hedera rolling out the red carpet with DeFi 2.0 groundbreaking projects like Serial Finance pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and Braille making USDC access a breeze. Hedera DeFi is definitely heating up. But let's not forget about the real-world impact of this technology. It's not just about numbers and charts, right?
Absolutely. DeFi has the potential to create positive change in the world. And to illustrate that point, let's explore Dovu, a project that's harnessing Hedera's power to revolutionize sustainability initiatives.
Dovu. Okay, now we're talking. I love a good sustainability story.
Yeah.
Tell me, how is Dovu using Hedera to make the world a greener place?
They're building something they call the Dovu OS, a suite of tools designed to simplify the creation and management of environmental assets, particularly carbon credits. And they're doing it all on top of the Hedera Guardian, a powerful tool for transparent and secure data management.
Hold on. An operating system for sustainability. That's a phrase I haven't heard before. It sounds incredibly ambitious. But I'm also curious about the technical side of things. I know building complex solutions on top of new technologies can be a real challenge. What kind of obstacles did Dovu face while working with the Hedera Guardian?
One of the biggest hurdles they encountered was a classic scalability issue. The Guardian in its initial configuration wasn't designed to handle the minting of vast quantities of environmental credits efficiently. They were essentially trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Ah, the age-old scalability problem. It's the Achilles heel of many blockchain projects. So how did Dovu overcome this obstacle? Did they just throw more servers at the problem, or was it something more ingenious?
They opted for ingenuity. They completely redesigned their interaction with the Guardian, streamlining the process of minting credits at scale. But they didn't stop there. They went above and beyond to make the Guardian more user-friendly for everyone.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Hmm.
Tell me more about this user-friendly makeover they gave to the Guardian.
They developed a brand new configuration language and workflow engine for the Guardian, making it significantly easier for businesses to interact with and utilize its powerful features.
That's brilliant. It's like they're translating the complex world of blockchain into a language everyone can understand, which is exactly what's needed for mass adoption. But you know me, I'm all about seeing real-world results. Did Dovu's innovations actually make a tangible impact? Or is this just a fancy concept?
They've already made a real-world difference with a circular economy for vehicle recycling in India.
Wait, vehicle recycling in India powered by Hedera? That sounds incredibly intriguing. Tell me more about how this works and what kind of impact it's having.
Picture this. Individuals in India can now recycle their old vehicles and receive credits in return. These credits can be used for discounts on new vehicles or even redeemed for other goods and services.
That's amazing. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah.
We're talking about reducing waste, promoting sustainable practices, and empowering individuals all at the same time.
Exactly. And this is just one example of what the Dovu OS can achieve. They're also gearing up to release a generalized workflow engine in December that can be used by any enterprise on Hedera for a wide range of applications beyond sustainability.
So they're essentially democratizing access to the Hedera Guardian and unleashing a wave of innovation across various industries. That's a bold move. But let's not forget about the Dovu token. Where does that fit into this ecosystem?
The Dovu token is the fuel that powers the Dovu OS. It's required to interact with the platform and access its various functionalities. And to ensure a healthy and sustainable token economy, they've implemented a clever buyback strategy.
Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me more about this buyback strategy and why it matters.
It's quite simple but effective. A portion of the fees generated by the Dovu OS is used to buy back Dovu tokens from the market, creating consistent demand and supporting its value.
That's a smart approach. It creates a virtuous cycle where the growth of the Dovu OS directly benefits token holders. As more people use the platform, the demand for the token increases and its value goes up.
Precisely. It incentivizes early adoption and participation in the Dovu ecosystem.
This is incredible. Dovu is a shining example of how Hedera's technology can be used to drive innovation and create real-world solutions to global challenges. It's not just about making money, it's about making a difference.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our Hedera DeFi deep dive. From institutional-grade integrations and cutting-edge Layer 2 solutions to a project that's literally building an operating system for sustainability. We've seen just how dynamic and exciting this space is.
Yeah.
But before we move on to the next part of our adventure, let's take a moment to recap what we've learned so far and why it matters.
Okay.
First and foremost, it's clear that the DeFi momentum on Hedera is undeniable. Despite some recent shifts like Atma.io's decision to part ways, the overall trend is overwhelmingly positive. We're seeing promising developments across various projects and initiatives, and the energy within the community is palpable.
That's a crucial point. Ecosystems evolve, and some shifts are inevitable. But the real takeaway is that Hedera is moving in the right direction. They're building a solid foundation for a thriving DeFi ecosystem, and that's what matters most.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about the elephant in the room: institutions are coming. Hedera is strategically positioning itself to attract major players in the traditional finance world. We've seen a wave of integrations with key players like Copper Layer 0 and Chainlink, signaling that Hedera is serious about becoming the go-to platform for institutional-grade DeFi solutions.
This is a huge development that could unlock massive growth for the entire Hedera DeFi ecosystem in the coming years. We're not just talking about millions of dollars. We're potentially talking about billions, if not trillions, flowing into the space.
It's mind-boggling to think about the potential scale of this shift.
Yeah.
And amidst all this financial innovation, it's refreshing to see projects like Dovu using Hedera's technology to create real-world solutions to pressing global challenges like sustainability.
That's what makes this space so exciting. It's not just about making money. It's about using technology to make a positive impact on the world. And Hedera is proving that it's the perfect platform for doing both.
I love that. It's about purpose-driven innovation. It's about building a better future, one decentralized application at a time. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our Hedera DeFi deep dive, but we're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll venture even deeper into the heart of Hedera DeFi, exploring cutting-edge projects, uncovering hidden gems, and pondering the profound implications of this revolutionary technology.
It's going to be an exciting journey. We'll see you in the next part. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of DeFi on Hedera. Last time we left off talking about one of the biggest challenges facing the Hedera ecosystem, the need for smooth on and off ramps for USDC.
Yeah, it's like trying to navigate a bustling city with only a handful of bridges and tunnels. You can get pretty congested.
Right.
But thankfully, there's a project on the horizon that's aiming to solve this very problem.
Exactly. We're talking about Braille, a stablecoin issuance platform that's integrating with Hedera to create a seamless bridge between traditional finance and the Hedera DeFi ecosystem.
You mentioned last time that they're offering free on and off ramps for USDC. Can you elaborate on how this will impact the Hedera ecosystem? Why is this such a big deal?
Well, imagine being able to move USDC, the world's most popular stablecoin, in and out of Hedera without incurring hefty fees or navigating complex processes. That's precisely what Braille is bringing to the table.
So it's all about simplifying the user experience and removing friction for businesses and individuals alike. This sounds like a game changer for adoption.
Absolutely. By making it easier for people to move USDC onto Hedera, Braille is opening the floodgates for wider participation in the Hedera DeFi ecosystem.
That's a brilliant strategy. And the best part is that they're catering to both businesses and retail users, with business accounts available immediately and retail accounts launching by the end of the year.
Precisely. This means that everyone, from large institutions to individual investors, can easily access and utilize USDC on Hedera.
Okay, so Grail is paving the way for a smoother USDC experience on Hedera. But once that USDC is on the network, what kind of exciting DeFi opportunities await? What can users do with it?
The possibilities are vast. We've already touched upon some key players like Bonso Finance with its lending and borrowing services, and Serial Finance, which is exploring the exciting realm of AI-powered DeFi. But there's another project that's worth exploring, UpLayer 2.
UpLayer 2. The name has a certain ring to it. What's their story, and how do they fit into the broader Hedera DeFi landscape?
As the name suggests, UpLayer 2 is a Layer 2 solution built on top of Hedera, designed to enhance the network's performance and scalability. Think of it as a turbocharger for Hedera DeFi.
I'm starting to get the picture here. Layer 2 solutions are gaining a lot of traction in the blockchain space as a way to address the scalability limitations of Layer 1 networks. So UpLayer 2 is essentially creating a faster and more efficient environment for DeFi to flourish on Hedera.
Precisely. They're leveraging a technology called ZK-rollups, which bundles multiple transactions together off-chain and then submits them to the Hedera mainnet as a single transaction.
So it's like creating an express lane for DeFi transactions, bypassing the usual congestion on the main network. That sounds incredibly efficient. But what does this mean for users in practical terms? What kind of benefits can they expect?
Well, first and foremost, they can anticipate significantly faster transaction speeds. We're talking about finality within milliseconds, a speed that rivals traditional Web 2 experience.
Wow, that's lightning fast. No more waiting around for transactions to crawl through the network.
Exactly. And because UpLayer 2 is batching transactions together, the gas costs are spread out, resulting in much lower fees for users.
This sounds like a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Faster transactions and lower fees. What's not to love? But I'm curious what specific DeFi applications are being built on top of UpLayer 2. What use cases are they targeting?
One of the most fascinating use cases they're exploring is bringing on-chain gaming and competitive sports leagues to Hedera.
Hold on-chain gaming on Hedera. That's a curveball I wasn't expecting. Tell me more about how this works. What kind of games are we talking about?
The team behind UpLayer 2 is collaborating with various sports leagues and gaming platforms to integrate their ecosystems with Hedera. This opens up a world of possibilities for users to participate in on-chain games tournaments and even earn rewards for their skills and participation.
So imagine playing your favorite fantasy sports game. But instead of just bragging rights, you're earning cryptocurrency rewards based on your team's performance.
That's the idea. And these rewards could be in the form of the native UP token, which will play a crucial role in the governance and ecosystem of UpLayer 2.
Okay, so the UP token is more than just a reward mechanism. It's the lifeblood of this on-chain gaming ecosystem. But how does this governance aspect work? What kind of decisions will UP token holders have a say in?
They'll have the power to vote on critical matters concerning the UpLayer 2 platform, such as protocol upgrades and treasury management.
That's fantastic. It puts the power in the hands of the community, ensuring that the platform evolves in a way that benefits everyone involved. But how does the UP token interact with the broader Hedera DeFi ecosystem? Can users easily move it between different platforms and utilize it for other DeFi services?
Absolutely. Interoperability is a key focus for UpLayer 2. They're working closely with leading players in the Hedera DeFi ecosystem, such as Bonso Finance, to ensure seamless integration. This means that users will be able to move their UP tokens freely between different platforms and access a wide range of DeFi services.
So the UP token isn't just confined to the UpLayer 2 ecosystem. It's a valuable asset within the broader Hedera DeFi landscape. But what about other tokens launched on top of UpLayer 2? Will they also have access to the wider Hedera DeFi ecosystem?
That's a great question, and the answer is yes. UpLayer 2 is designed to facilitate seamless interaction between Layer 1 and Layer 2 tokens. This means that projects building on top of UpLayer 2 can leverage the liquidity and functionality of the entire Hedera DeFi ecosystem.
This is incredible. It's like building a network of interconnected cities, each with its own unique offerings, but all connected by a high-speed transportation system. So we've got Braille simplifying USDC access, UpLayer 2 supercharging DeFi with lightning-fast transactions, and on-chain gaming and a whole host of other projects pushing the boundaries of what's possible on Hedera. It's clear that this ecosystem is on fire. But let's step back for a moment and consider the bigger picture. What are some of the key trends and challenges shaping the DeFi landscape, both within Hedera and in the wider blockchain world?
You're right, it's crucial to keep an eye on the macro trends while we're diving deep into specific projects. The DeFi space is constantly evolving, so it's essential to stay informed and adaptable.
So what's keeping you up at night when you think about the future of DeFi? What are the trends and challenges that are top of mind for you?
Well, one of the most significant trends we're seeing is the growing institutionalization of DeFi. We've already touched upon this, but it's worth reiterating just how transformative this shift could be.
You're right, this is a big one. Traditional financial institutions are waking up to the potential of DeFi and actively exploring ways to get involved. We've seen this firsthand with the integrations of Copper Layer 0 and Chainlink on Hedera, but what needs to happen for this institutional adoption to really take off? What are the key challenges that need to be addressed?
Regulation is a major hurdle. The DeFi space is still relatively unregulated, which can be a major deterrent for large institutions that are accustomed to operating within a clearly defined legal framework.
That makes perfect sense. Institutions need certainty and clarity regarding regulations to feel comfortable dipping their toes into the DeFi waters. So what needs to happen on the regulatory front to pave the way for wider institutional adoption? What are the key things that regulators need to focus on?
We need to see more clear guidelines and frameworks from governments and regulatory bodies around the world. This will provide institutions with the confidence they need to participate in DeFi without fear of legal repercussions or uncertainty.
So regulatory clarity is a big one. What are some other challenges facing DeFi? What else is standing in the way of its full potential?
Another major challenge is user experience. DeFi can be quite complex and intimidating for the average person with its technical jargon and unfamiliar interfaces. We need to see more user-friendly platforms, simpler onboarding processes, and better educational resources to make DeFi more accessible to the masses.
I completely agree. If we want DeFi to go mainstream, it needs to be as easy to use as our favorite mobile banking apps. No more complicated technical terms or confusing interfaces.
That's where projects like Braille and UpLayer 2 are making a real difference. They're simplifying the user experience, making it easier for people to interact with DeFi without needing a degree in computer science. But even with these challenges, the opportunities within DeFi are immense.
You're right. Despite the hurdles, the potential of DeFi to revolutionize the financial world is undeniable. What are some of the most exciting areas within DeFi that have the potential to create real value and disrupt traditional finance?
One area that I'm particularly excited about is the intersection of DeFi and real-world assets.
Hmm.
Imagine being able to tokenize real estate stocks, bonds, or even physical commodities and trade them on decentralized exchanges.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It could unlock trillions of dollars worth of assets that are currently illiquid or difficult to trade, creating a whole new world of financial opportunity.
Exactly. And this is just one example. The possibilities are endless when you start to think about how DeFi can be used to reimagine traditional financial systems.
Okay, this is incredibly inspiring. It's becoming clear that DeFi isn't just a financial innovation. It's a catalyst for positive change in the world. It has the potential to create more efficient, transparent, and accessible financial systems that benefit everyone, not just a select few.
I wholeheartedly agree. DeFi has the power to democratize finance, empower individuals, and create a more equitable and inclusive financial system for all.
All right, we've journeyed through some pretty incredible terrain in this second part of our Hedera DeFi deep dives. We've explored innovative solutions like Braille and UpLayer 2, delved into the challenges and opportunities facing the DeFi space, and glimpsed the revolutionary potential of this technology to reshape the financial world.
We're just getting warmed up.
That's right. There's still so much more to uncover.
Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll venture even further into the heart of Hedera DeFi, exploring cutting-edge projects, uncovering hidden gems, and pondering the profound implications of this revolutionary technology.
Welcome back, DeFi adventurers. We're about to wrap up our deep dive into the Hedera ecosystem, and you know what that means.
Time to unearth those hidden gems, uncover the projects that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of decentralized finance.
Exactly. And I have a feeling we've saved the best for last. Remember Dovu, the project we talked about earlier, the one that's building an operating system for sustainability?
Yes, Dovu, the pioneers merging blockchain technology with real-world environmental impact. Their work is truly remarkable.
I'm still blown away by their concept of an operating system for sustainability. It sounds so futuristic, so essential in today's world. Can you remind our listeners what makes Dovu's approach so innovative?
Dovu is building a suite of tools on top of the Hedera Guardian, a powerful tool for secure and transparent data management that simplifies the creation and management of environmental assets, like carbon credits. They're streamlining the entire process of tracking, verifying, and trading these assets, making it easier for businesses and individuals to participate in the growing sustainability market.
I remember you mentioning that they faced some challenges along the way, particularly with the scalability of the Hedera Guardian. Could you walk us through those challenges and how Dovu overcame them? I'm always fascinated by stories of innovation in the face of adversity.
One of the biggest hurdles they encountered was the Guardian's initial inability to handle the minting of large volumes of environmental credits efficiently. Imagine trying to track thousands or even millions of carbon credits all at once. It was a logistical nightmare.
So they were trying to fit an ocean into a teacup. That's a pretty daunting challenge.
Yeah.
How did Dovu solve this problem? Did they just throw more computing power at it?
They took a more elegant approach. They completely redesigned their interaction with the Guardian, streamlining the process of minting credits at scale. But they didn't stop there. They wanted to make the Guardian more accessible to everyone, not just blockchain experts.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What did they do to make the Guardian more user-friendly? I'm all about simplifying complex technology.
They developed a brand new configuration language and workflow engine specifically for the Guardian, making it significantly easier for businesses to interact with and utilize its powerful features. It's like they created a user-friendly interface for a system that was previously only accessible to developers.
That's brilliant. It's like translating a complex scientific paper into a language that anyone can understand.
Yeah.
But let's talk about real-world impact. Did Dovu's innovations actually translate into tangible results?
Absolutely.
Why?
They successfully implemented a circular economy for vehicle recycling in India, proving that their technology can drive meaningful change on the ground.
Wait, vehicle recycling in India powered by Hedera. You mentioned this earlier, but I need to hear more. It sounds like something straight out of a sustainability dream. Paint a picture for us. How does this system actually work?
Imagine a system where individuals in India can recycle their old vehicles and receive credits in return. Credits they can use for discounts on new vehicles or even redeem for other goods and services. Dovu made this a reality by leveraging the Hedera Guardian to create a secure and transparent system for tracking and managing these credits.
That's incredible. It's a win-win situation for everyone. We're talking about reducing waste, promoting sustainable practices, and empowering individuals all at the same time. It's the perfect example of how blockchain technology can be used to solve real-world problems.
Precisely. And Dovu isn't stopping there. They're planning to release a generalized workflow engine in December that can be used by any enterprise on Hedera, not just for sustainability applications. This opens up a world of possibilities for businesses across various industries to build secure and transparent applications on Hedera.
That's a game changer. They're essentially democratizing access to the Hedera Guardian, unlocking a wave of innovation that could transform countless industries. But let's not forget about the Dovu token. What role does it play within this ecosystem?
The Dovu token is the lifeblood of the Dovu OS, the fuel that powers the entire system. It's required to interact with the platform and access its various functionalities. And to ensure a healthy and sustainable token economy, they've implemented a smart buyback strategy.
The buyback strategy. Always a fan of mechanisms that support token value and incentivize early adoption. Remind us how this particular buyback strategy works.
It's a simple but effective mechanism. A portion of the fees generated by the Dovu OS is used to buy back Dovu tokens from the market. This creates consistent demand for the token, which helps to maintain its value and reward token holders.
It's like a built-in growth engine for the Dovu ecosystem. As the platform attracts more users and generates more fees, the buyback mechanism kicks in, creating a virtuous cycle that benefits everyone involved.
Exactly. It's a win-win for both the platform and the token holders.
Dovu is a shining example of how blockchain technology can be used to create real-world solutions to global challenges. It's inspiring to see projects like this pushing the boundaries of what's possible with DeFi and blockchain.
I agree. It's a testament to the transformative power of this technology.
Well, we've reached the end of our Hedera DeFi deep dive, and what an incredible journey it's been. We've explored everything from institutional-grade integrations and cutting-edge Layer 2 solutions to projects like Dovu that are merging blockchain with real-world impact.
We've seen how Hedera is attracting major players in the financial world, fostering a vibrant ecosystem of innovative projects and demonstrating the tangible impact this technology can have on pressing global challenges.
It's clear that Hedera is carving its own path in the world of DeFi, and it's an exciting path to follow. But before we say goodbye, let's leave our listeners with a final thought to ponder.
I like that. Let's give them something to chew on, something to spark their curiosity and keep them engaged with this ever-evolving world of decentralized finance.
Okay, here's a question for you, dear listener. Given the rapid pace of innovation we've witnessed in the Hedera DeFi space, what do you think the future holds for this ecosystem? What groundbreaking applications, transformative use cases, or world-changing solutions do you envision emerging in the coming years?
The future of finance is being written right now, and Hedera is playing a leading role in this exciting story. We encourage you to continue your own exploration of this dynamic space. Dive deeper into the projects we've discussed, discover the hidden gems we didn't have time to cover, and let your imagination run wild as you contemplate the potential of this technology to reshape the financial world as we know it.
That's right. The world of DeFi is full of possibilities, and Hedera is at the forefront of this exciting movement. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of Hedera DeFi.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.